Hello, and today I'm going to give you a special tour around the grounds of Norwich City, and I thought I'll give you a bit of a history lesson, though I'm not going to be focusing on the club itself. I'm just going to be focusing on the stadiums. So it's a very noisy road, but excuse me, alright? So in 1902 the team was formed, and the first ground was in Newmarket Road, and they were there for I don't know, about 6-7 years, and then they moved to another place which I am now here, called The Nest, in 1908. So all that's left of The Nest now is this plaque. And as you can see, 1908 to 1935. So it was built on a chalk pit, and there were about 25,000 fans here, and it was just too many at the time. So they had to go and look for somewhere else to play, and they did so just half a mile just down the road south here, and they found it the Bolton Pool Sports Ground, but we know it better as Carrow Road. So yeah, they moved out of the Nest, which was getting overcrowded, plus the one of the corners was subsiding about 30 feet, which was not good, so they came over here, and they built the stadium between the railway, which is in front of me, the other over there, and then the river Wrentham, which is behind the stadium. And it took about 82 days to build, from June 1935 until it opened in August 1935, where we played a game against West Ham and beat them 4-2. Hang on, 4-3 rather, 4-3. And hello, yeah, we beat them 4-3 in a second division game, and the attendance, I can tell you, was 29,779, and the first goal was scored by a Norwich player called Dougie Lockhart. I hope I'm saying his name right. So behind me you can see the floodlights poking out, and they were installed, the first ones were installed here about 1956, and it cost about £9,000, which nearly bankrupt the club. Another moment, I guess you could say, was in 1938. The King George VI came here and watched the game. So that's a royal seal of approval, I guess. Looking at my notes here, the ground holds 27,000, but that was extended from to that number in 2010. The grass, the pitch was about £700,000 in 2004 for a artificial slash grass, so it's part grass, part artificial, and that they just laid that in 2004. So let's have a look at the ground. We'll go around, have a look at each stand individually. So see you in a minute. So the first stand we see here is the Barclay. The Barclay was named after Captain Evelyn Barclay, who was a former vice president of the club. He also donated a roof cost, so that he donated the roof cost here for the original stand, which was built in 1937. But the one behind me here was its replacement in 1992. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be, and that's where I have my season ticket. So this stand behind me now is the Geoffrey Watling stand, which was named after a former ex-president of the club who died in 2004, so it was named in his honour. But this wasn't the original stand, because the original stand caught fire in 1984, so in 25th of October, and so it was replaced in 86, but it officially opened in 1987. It cost about 1.7 million to build, and it's also home to the shop around the other corner. I'm going to show you in a minute, and also the where the team enters for the game. So here's the store. It's on the corner near towards the river. Plenty of lovely things you can buy there, all the Norwich merch. So behind me now is the Regency security stand, also known as the river end, because we're right near the river. Just behind me is a load of flats here, so behind them is the river. But yeah, but in the 90s and 2000s it was known as the Norwich and Peterborough stand because of the sponsor, and NMP for short. So the stand was replaced, the original one was replaced in the 1979, and it took 9 months to build. And yeah, you can also find Delia's restaurant here just behind me, but I think it doesn't open outside match days now, apparently. So so if you're lucky to come on a match day and you want something to eat, go there. Now we've arrived at the sort of newest stand. This is the South Stand, also previously called the Gerald Stand, and it was built in 2004 to replace the old stand. And when they were building this, they actually discovered Stone Age tools, so Stone Age flint work and arrowheads and things, so that's pretty cool. The other side of the South Stand, you'll see this area, which is the away fan, where the away fans go to, and behind me now you can see the Holiday Inn. Now the Holiday Inn was built in 2007, and you can actually go in there and watch a game if you want, if you pay extra, as well as a night or two. So yeah, that overlooks the main pitch. So everywhere you go around the stadium, you will see these bricks with names on it. So the names are of fans, and they have messages, and yeah, to celebrate all kinds of occasions. I don't have a brick, but I have an uncle on this panel that does, and also somewhere else is another uncle with their names of their family. But I want to show you one name on here. That's this one. So this is my granddad. So he died in 2021, and he's now part of the stadium, bless him. So he's where he belongs now. And yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I still think of him every day. So I'm now in the Upper Barclay, and yes, here's your view of the pitch just down there. So down here there's the Lower Barclay. So in the future they're saying they might replace the seats down there with safe standing, And that corner there is the snake pit. That is another noisy little area where they will cheer or boo depending who's running on the pitch as the substitutes warming up. So cheering for the Norwich players obviously, and booing for the opposite team. And then we got the Jeffrey Watland stand. Down there is the dugout where all the people are. That's the home dugout, and the other one is the away. Further up, we've got the that's where Delia and all the board members will sit. We've got the conference, you know, where the news people and that broadcast. And the clock up there, that's the last surviving object of the previous stand that was burnt in the fire in 1984. And yeah, that was taken down prior to that in 1982, I think, and was brought back in 2009 after storage. It was in repair. So around here we've got the Regency security stand. It's very similar to this stand. Over here is the Joma stand. That is the one of the newest parts of the stadium that was created in 2005, and where you can have it's more accessible for disabled people. And then we've got the South stand. That's the one that was built in 2003, I think. And just down there, that's where this little corner here is where the away fans are. And we've got the TV here, which is a special TV. It is the one that turns around. So at the minute it's horizontal, but it can go portrait, or it can turn over to this way and face us and show us the goal that Norwich scored. That concludes the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.